Charles Barkley is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Charles Barkley is wildly entertaining on Inside the NBA, but Charles Barkley is also uneducated, and he would admit that. And Charles Barkley is unprincipled. His actions show that. Now, before y'all up here, oh, first you tearing down a black man, oh, fuck that. I will explain why I am saying what I am saying. But before I do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, that share button, put all your people on it. Okay. Just recently, on his CNN show, along with Gayle King, a show that I knew would be a disaster from the beginning. Okay. Because I don't need to hear Charles Barkley talk about real shit because he is uneducated. He don't know about real shit. Okay. But, you know, a supposed news station wants to focus on entertainment. They got to compete with Fox News, I suppose. So they gave Charles Barkley and Gayle King a show. And so Charles Barkley had a presidential candidate, former governor of the state of South Carolina, former ambassador, I want to say to the UN, Nikki Haley on his show. Okay. And Charles Barkley tells Nikki Haley that he can't wait to vote for her. He can't wait. He's dying to vote for her. But he was heartbroken. He was hurt by her comments that uh, America was never a racist country. And he wanted her to clarify the statement. Mm, mm, mm. And for somebody who's educated, they know that this broad went on there and made it worse. Okay. Not only did she basically tell us that we need to lie to our kids, that's what she told us. Okay. She claims that her parents never told her that this country was a racist country because if they did tell her that, then maybe she wouldn't have tried so hard. I guess that's what she's trying to say. Okay. So we shouldn't tell kids that it's a racist country. We don't want to kill their dreams type of shit. Okay. Basically wants us to lie to kids. Okay. That's what she wants. But she goes further on to say she believes that the founders of this country never intended for America to be a racist country. Oh shit. Here we go with this damn founding father worship. God damn. George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. They didn't intend America to be a racist country. They were enslavers. They owned other people. They owned other human beings and thought that they were right to do so because they were racist. They thought that black people were subhuman or that black people were at least, if they are human, they are at least a grade of human that's below white people, and therefore wasn't nothing wrong with their subjugation. Okay. Oh well, first George Washington freed his enslaved people. Yeah, once he died or once his wife died, something like that. He didn't do it during life because he wanted to profit off them motherfuckers. These folks praise them for the good shit that they did. Okay, the separation of powers. Okay, us not having a king and shit like that. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Good ideas. Okay, great ideas. Okay. But don't sit up here and laugh at they motherfucking ass. The founders of this country were flaming racist. Flaming racist. So much so that they thought it was okay to own other human beings, to buy and sell other human beings, to breed other human beings, to make other human beings work for nothing. That's what they thought. That's what they thought. And Charles Barkley sits up here and says he's dying to vote for a woman who says some shit like that. It's because he's uneducated and he's unprincipled. See, this same motherfucker, he said he voted for Barack Obama. How in the hell are Barack Obama's policies, platform, anywhere close to what Nikki Haley says she believes in? Barack Obama was pro-choice, okay? Nikki Haley describes herself. This is from her campaign website. Nikki was one of the most pro-life governors in America. So I'm assuming that she supports the overturn of Roe v. Wade that happened, okay? When it comes to immigration, her campaign website says she aggressively cracked down on illegal immigration and took on Barack Obama and the DC liberals when they stood in the way, okay? It goes on to say, Nikki also fought to put South Carolina first against President Obama's radical immigration agenda. The state sued the Obama administration over an executive order giving millions of illegal immigrants temporary legal status. Nikki testified before Congress demanding the Obama administration keep Guantanamo Bay detainees out of Charleston, okay? Remember, President Obama was trying to close Guantanamo Bay, our basically prison camp down there in Cuba. Okay, we were during the Bush administration, we were down there torturing the motherfuckers during the so-called war on terror and all that kind of shit. Okay, so he was trying to figure out a way to close that shit and transfer some of them people to prisons here in the United States. And people like her were like, fuck that. Okay, but now remember, now Charles Barkley voted for Obama, but now he's dying to vote for Nikki Haley. When it comes to voter ID, you know, that's some of that bullshit that they really start pushing because of the election of Barack Obama. Okay, because they want to discourage black voters and Latino voters and young voters from going out there and voting and shit like that. Look what she says. Nikki is a vocal advocate for voter ID and signed a voter ID bill into law early in her first term as governor. The law requires South Carolina voters to show a photo ID to vote. When liberals attacked the bill, she offered to drive anyone who didn't have a photo ID to the DMV. When Barack Obama's Justice Department sued, trying to block the voter ID law, Nikki fought back and the court sided with South Carolina. But this motherfucker voted for Barack Obama and now he's dying to vote for Nikki Haley. Seems like she don't like Obama that much or his policies that much, does it? When Obama was in office, his administration was pushing something called Common Core, okay? That was where they were really trying to get a common set of standards nationwide that would make all students in all 50 states raise their game, because really you're not just competing against each other in your state in this global marketplace, okay? You're really competing globally, okay? So they were like, if you got lower standards in this state compared to higher standards in another state, now you automatically gonna be behind. But she says clearly this, okay? She says she signed a bill, or her website says that she signed a bill eliminating the federal government's Common Core standards, okay? But Charles Barkley voted for Obama, but he's dying to vote for Nikki Haley. President Obama's crowning achievement, his historic legislation, the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. Look at what Nikki Haley's campaign website says about that. The federal government tried to tell South Carolina what to do, and Nikki repeatedly told it to take a hike. Nikki rejected Obamacare's Medicaid expansion because she knew another unfunded mandate would be disastrous for taxpayers. She also defended South Carolina's right to work laws when Obama's National Labor Relations Board sued the state. She joined other states in suing Obama's EPA over heavy-handed regulatory burdens and defended South Carolina's tough illegal immigration laws from DC meddling. So look at what this motherfucker did. Anti-Obamacare, anti-union, when you doing these right-to-work laws and shit like that, it's basically trying to make you, well, it hurts your ability to unionize. Long story short, okay? It hurts your ability to unionize, okay? So she's anti-union, anti-EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, even though 90+% of scientists say we have a climate fucking crisis. She's anti all this shit. Anti-Obama, basically, is what this woman is. But this motherfucker, Charles Barkley, who is uneducated and unprincipled, he's dying to vote for her. Charles Barkley must think she's good on the eyes. That's what, and I'm not belittling the woman, okay? She's a conservative politician through and through. But I'm talking about this uneducated, unprincipled motherfucker that probably doesn't know half the shit I just said about this woman's policies, other than she want to give him a tax cut. He probably know that she wants to give me a tax cut, and I like looking at her better than I like looking at Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I want to vote for you. But can you please explain to me why you say this country was never racist? Oh, and never mentioning, at least in the clip that I saw, that she also said that the Civil War wasn't about slavery. Get the fuck out of here, man. And CNN, I blame you. CNN, I blame you for platforming this bullshit. We don't need Charles Barkley talking about this. The man doesn't even watch basketball. He just gets up there and acts a fool. That's what he does, okay? And we are entertained by it. That's all. And I'm not making this up, he admits that he doesn't watch the goddamn games that he gets paid to watch, okay? He be up there talking about he watching Law and Order. That show ain't about basketball analysis. That show's about entertainment. Well, CNN, you're supposed to be about news. So stop platforming bullshit and take that uneducated, unprincipled motherfucker off there. Put it on something.